So it's our last day of excavation here at Sudeley Castle and it is absolutely pouring with rain outside. Harriet's brought me down into the dungeon at Sudeley Castle, but she still hasn't told me why. Harriet, why have you brought me down into the dungeons?
Well, don't worry, Maiya, it's not as sinister as it sounds. I've brought you down here because this is where some of the stones from Winchcombe Abbey are housed, and they look incredibly similar to the stone that we're finding from the top of that wall in Trench 7 and also from that drain as well.
Oh wow, so what ways do they look similar? What kind of things are we seeing on these stones?
So they're architectural fragments, and we've got things like rosettes, we've got window dressing, we have columns, loads and loads of things that are really pointing to them being very similar.
Oh wow, and so what do we think this wall is where we've been finding these clearly reused bits of stone?
Well, that's the question, isn't it? We're pretty sure that this is the banqueting house built for Elizabeth I for her 3-day party.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's amazing. So the banqueting hall where Elizabeth I herself would have ate, drank and partied when she came to visit Sudeley Castle in 1592.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
It's so exciting.
So the stones from Winchcombe Abbey, we know they were brought here when the abbey was torn down.
That's right.
And so we think then that the banqueting house foundations were built out of the remains of Winchcombe Abbey.
It's very possible, yeah.
Wow, that's quite a story, isn't it?
It is.
I've heard that there's quite a lot of artefacts coming out of this trench as well, is that true?
Yeah, there are. We've got animal bones, we've got pieces of pottery, we've got stone fragments, loads and loads of stuff that we need to get analysed and sent off to specialists.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I think we've got a little bit of time to go and find out more. Should we go and pay Johanna a little visit in the finds room?
Yes, let's go and see Johanna.
Awesome.
Hi, Johanna!
Hello.
What have you been finding?
Yeah.
It looks like there's loads of stuff here.
Lots of stuff. Wonderful stuff. I don't know where to start.
What about with the biggest there?
This is the biggest. Well, we found some wonderful bits of architectural stone, wonderfully worked, that looked really nice, very decorative. Also some smaller bits.
Oh, I love this little
This
rosette.
one.
That's gorgeous.
That's amazing.
And that's exactly like what we just saw in the dungeon.
Exactly the
Winchcombe
same.
Abbey.
Have you?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, apart from that one, we also have some smaller bits. Some of these pieces also have paint on them, which is quite interesting as well. And then a little bit smaller things.
Yeah, let's have a look at some of the small bits.
Just this exciting. So we also have some pottery. We have some green glaze, possibly Tudor pottery, which is exactly what we're looking for. But we also have some earlier stuff, like this one. And this was probably a cooking pot, so you can see the soot on the outside and the inside.
That's making me hungry looking at that.
Well, then, if you're hungry, how about a bone? So we have this bone with a cut mark on it, so banqueting evidence.
What about this one? It says chicken bone on it.
Well, what do you think it is?
I think I can see the gnaw marks of Elizabeth I herself. Delicious. Well, I think that's a pretty good haul of wonderful finds from the dig.
We've got pot, we've got musket balls, we've got worked stone, got it all.
It's fantastic. And well, unfortunately now we're pretty much at the end of the dig. It has been an incredible 2 weeks. Everyone's worked so hard, and yeah, we've managed to finally unearth evidence of the long lost Tudor garden at Sudeley Castle. Looking forward to coming back again next year, anyone?
Yeah.
Yes!
Absolutely.